think an accordion journal is already pretty whimsical and interactive, but my challenge today is to add more interaction and more whimsy to these 2 pages that I'm going to do in the journal today, and use the prompts whimsical and interactive plus fabric and pattern. What I've already done is I'm adding a zipper to open up a pocket right here, and I've already sewn it to the fabric that I'm using and to this paper side on this with some gold thread on my sewing machine. I'm adding this piece of paper behind that because I wanted to add some more purple in there and not have just this book page as what you see once you open up the zipper. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue that in. And I went ahead and inked it around the edges that would show. And I'm bringing it all the way over to this next fold line. And then I'll go from there. I'm going to take the fabric around that fold line when I glue it down. So I was doing this yesterday, and I was really having a hard time figuring out what I was going to do for my prompts this time. And I saw a box that I brought back from my aunt's house, from her estate, and it had a zipper stuck in there. And I thought, oh, that would be perfect for interactive. So that's where this all came from. This is not the zipper I saw. It was a red one. I didn't want red in this journal, so I'm using a green one. The other thing I need to do to this zipper right now is I don't want it to be this long, and I'm going to cut it off. But what I want to do is I want to add a stop right up here so that it doesn't, this tab doesn't just zip off the end of this zipper. And I decided, I was thinking about sewing something up there, and I decided to use some jump rings and add some seed beads up there just as kind of a decoration in addition to the, making it a stop. And I hope this works because I haven't done this before, so it may be an interesting little deal. And let's see, I think I can just open this up. Whoops, if I can hold on to it. We're having a pleasant day today. The wind has died down and the temperatures are up, which is a very nice change from what we've had for the last, well, since Saturday, so, of last week. I'm filming this on January 18th. I think I may need to poke a hole. Maybe I should go in from this side. I don't want the zipper to go much further than that, so I'll put the bead right there. And I hope this works. I'm going to pull this toward me a little bit so I can see what I'm doing a little better. These jump rings are blunt on that end, so it may be a little bit difficult to get that to go on there. I need a bigger hole. There, finally. Okay. And then I want to put a bead on there. And let's see. I could put an orange one, or I could put one of these green. Dark green, maybe. I think I'll do that. Okay. Seed beads everywhere. Floor. Okay, now I need to put this bead. It shows up in the front, and then close up the ring. Okay, so that will stop that right there. So that is my goal. Let's see if the second one goes on easier than the first one did. I'm definitely editing this down so you don't have to see all of struggling with this. Part of it's because I'm trying to do it on camera, and part of it is because it's just fiddly. Okay, I need my other scissor, other plier. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take my very old pinking shears. They were my grandmother's. and just cut this end off with a zigzag. If I can get through that. There we go. And this side, a similar spot. Didn't want to cut that. I hope this is the hardest part of this project, getting my zipper fixed up here. Okay. Oh dear, that is not quite, didn't quite stop it. And that just came loose. Okay, well, you get the idea. I just don't want it going further than that. So I'm going to do something different to that. But I'm still going to have the beads up there. I think they look cute. Except this one fell off. So it's going to have to be replaced. But anyway, that you get the idea on that. Now, I have glued this down. I need to glue this piece right here. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on that just because it's quick and easy. If it will work. All glued down, go well there. Okay. All right. I may not glue that down right now because I may need to have a little bit of wiggle room when I'm working on this zipper top. So I may just leave that like that for the moment. And we'll move on to this part. What I want to do on this is I'm going to add some pattern to this, and I'm going to use this stamp to make the pattern, and then I'm going to use my gold paint pen to add the gold to it so it looks a little more sparkly, since I've got a little bit of gold on the rest of it. This is a trial run of sorts on my boho journal that I'm going to do with colors and gold and things like that. So I want to use some gold on this because I want gold in my other book. And I have a little bit on this from the paint that I was adding the other day. So just put that down right there. Didn't come up quite as far as I wanted it to, but it's okay. And then I'm just going to give this a little shake. And I did a test here. Like that. So it's just push the paint pen down to get it going, and then you can dab it on there. So that's what I'm going to do here. Just add some pattern here. And it doesn't all have to have gold on it. I'm just going to add a little bit here and there, and some over here too. Okay. Now, I thought about adding a little bit up here too, or here maybe. I think that's what I'll do. And I think this time I'm going to put something across there so I don't stamp the whole stamp. I think I'm going to put, I'll just use this wet wipe that's dry and just have it a little bit there. And at this end is more ragged, so I'm going to use it to go down here. About like that. We'll see how that does. Okay. That paint pen is very stinky, but I do like the effect. I am continuing to use it. I'll put more up there, but I'm going to put a stamp over that. I want to glue this piece of fabric down here at the bottom, but that may need to dry a little bit before I do that. I think I'll let that dry just a minute. This is dry. It seems to be. I think it's dry enough that I can do this. I want to add this piece of fabric from this at the bottom here, kind of like that, and let the gold show through and have it coming out the bottom. So I'm just going to put some Fabri-Tac across here, and I may add some to the fabric itself, where it's kind of pleated up there under here. here and over here, and then right in there. And maybe just a little bit down here so it's not swinging out quite so much. And let me just tack that back that way just a little bit, I think. Just a little extra smoosh there. Okay. All right, and then I wanted to put this stamp. It's a, I think it's Yugoslavia, I don't know. That's what it looks like it might be to me. And I was going to put it up here. About like that, I think. So I'm going to use my glue stick on that. Ooh, the back of that stamp is kind of cool too, with that postmark coming through there. Meg, I don't know what her last name is, but she is the one who's doing junkjournaljanuary, and she was talking about sometimes she puts her postage stamps on, like glue this side down and use the back side, and that stamp would be a good one to do that with, but I like the front of it better, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, even though it's more the normal what you would see is the front of the stamp. It might be more interesting to do it the other way, but since I have a postcard image stamped on there, I used this one. I used this stamp and put that stamp on there, just kind of in the background. And then the other thing I'm going to do to this page is I have this has a feather in gold on it. This is some tulle, I guess that's what you call this, it's thin, with embossed. It's not embossed, it's flat, but it's embellished, we'll say, with gold feathers on it. And when I saw that at Dollar Tree, I thought, oh, I need that for my boho journal. So I bought it, and I think it has really pretty feathers on it, so I'm kind of excited about using it. And so I thought I'd put it over this page like this to just kind of push those other things into the background a little bit, like that. I think I want it about like that. I may need something right there. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm going to glue it down with Fabri-Tac, and I might think about putting a bit of a ribbon across there. I don't know. I don't think I have any that's what I would think would be thin enough to do that. The paint is still smelling very loud. Very stinky. Okay. Hopefully that will hold it down. I still need to do that. I really do need to fix that so it doesn't cause a problem there. I'm going to turn the camera off and do that. What I did was I took my needle and thread, some embroidery thread, and I just sewed like a knot there. I just went around and around several times so that when the zipper comes up, when this part comes up here, it stops at that. So it won't run off the end of that. And then I went ahead and put the beads and the dangle thing on there. I don't know if I like that too much or not, but it's there for now. And I put a little bit of glue on that, and I'm going to trim those back when I finish that. And then I was thinking it needed something up here in this corner that looks kind of blank. Like too much is not enough. But I was thinking about putting this little piece of my stamp where I tested it, put that on the outside there with this piece of ribbon that's kind of the same color as the turquoise in that. So what do we think? Do we like that? I wish I could hear your answer. It just looks blank to me there. If it's not there, it kind of goes that way. Maybe that's not a bad thing. I don't know. Indecision. Put it this way. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just going to do it because why not? Just why not? Okay. My glue is kind of goopy. It's been having, it's been cold, so it makes it get thick, I think. Okay, and I'm going to put this ribbon on there. Okay. And maybe I'll just put it kind of like that. I don't know if I like that or not, but it's on there. And then I had this stamp, which is, I think from Poland, and I thought that I might use it here. I'm going to think about that. I'm not sure. I mean, it needs, I feel like it needs something else on this side. The only thing is I'm wondering if I want to save this stamp for my boho journal. So I don't know if I have another one that has dancers in it. Not really. I could put a butterfly on there, I guess. Butterflies are always good. It's translucent, so I kind of want to put it behind there, but it doesn't really fit that anymore. I can make it a side-loading pocket on there. And I think I will clip a little tiny thumb hole on that. Okay. I'm going to glue this down. It might have been pretty to have sewn that on, but I didn't do that. So hopefully that glue will dry and not stick out too much. Okay. So I still need to glue my pocket down. And I hope that comes far enough over. I don't know how that's going to work with my fold. I think it'll be all right. But while that glue is still wet, I need to let it get dry. And let's see. I'm going to glue this down across here. And I'm going to glue it to the other side of this so that it has that full width of the purple there to make the pocket. It'll just go around the corner there on the page and strengthen that fold. So just put that down like that. A little stamp in there. I don't really like the way that glue looks on that, so I don't know about that, but anyway. It's going to stick out just a bit, but it'll be okay, I guess. I made a tag to go in here, and I don't know. I think it'll be wide enough to fit that. I thought I'd put my prompts on that, and I will write them on with this pen, maybe. This list has the numbers on it. Number 14. I'll write prompts up here. Number 14 is pattern. Number 19 is interactive. And number 24 is fabric. Oh, and I messed up. Whimsical is number 17. So I'm going to put it down here separate like it's somebody special. And I could write the definition there that I looked up. It's unusual, playful, unpredictable, fanciful, amusing, and quaint. So I may do that. Unusual. Playful. Unpredictable. fanciful, F-A-N-C-I-F-U-L, and amusing. I'm not going to put quaint on there because I don't have room for it. Okay, that's a little messy, but that happens sometimes. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of ribbon through there. And I have this, I put this on this card to take with me on a trip one time, so I ran across it. So I think I'll use the purple since it's on that side there. And just cut off a little bit. I made the back of the card blue too. It's not glued together though. Maybe save that for another thing. Okay. All right. Okay. I've got a mess here. So we can zip our pocket open and add our tag. And I also thought, since there's a little bit of room in there, I have these scripture cards. And they're from the Psalms. It says, I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Psalms 139:14. The other one says, the Lord is my rock and my fortress, my deliverer, my God, my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Psalms 18:2. And I thought these colors look pretty with that, and I like having the scripture in there. So I'm going to tuck those in there as well. And zip up the pocket. And dust that off a little bit. And that's our page. So, I don't know if that's going to stick out too far there or not. But anyway, this is also interactive on this side with this flipping up like that. You could write under there, I suppose, over the script that's on that card. So anyway, I appreciate you joining me today in this kind of crazy video with the problem with the zipper top. But anyway, we made it through. Oh, that didn't work. I was going to cut this back, but it doesn't want to do that. There we go. Let's make it a little bit shorter there. Okay, there we go. That's it. We have it. I'm done. And for better or for worse, that's it. As I said, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your spending your time with me, and I hope this gave you some ideas for some of your journals. And this is where we are so far with the cover. And I had 5 prompts on this 2-page spread and 4 on this one, I think, is what I ended up with. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. If you think about it and want to, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that so much. And I will see you soon. Bye.